what is happening, Magnus? So, let's see what the twins have to say about the protesters. Yeah.
Got him a good show today, man.
I got your show. It's not going to be a great show.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the content is going to be great, but, man, I'm just
a bad day, man.
Yeah, I think what happened at the Capitol building yesterday is just puts a stain on all the accomplishments that Trump was able to accomplish while in office.
Which was a lot. He did a lot of good for this country.
Right.
If you're liberal, you probably don't know that because you watch CNN too much.
Yeah, and I just wish everybody would have been on that best behavior. You already know how the media operates. And they're spinning this.
Yeah. They're actually calling these people domestic terrorists.
Yeah, check out this footage from Lindsey Graham.
How could we not be prepared? How could, in a joint session of Congress with the Vice President in the building, you not do better than this? Where were the National Guard? The Black Lives Matter protest, have you seen the images on the Capitol steps where we had National Guard members in riot gear? Why weren't you as prepared this time around? Where was the Pentagon? There's all kind of stories that they were refusing to activate the D.C. National Guard. I don't believe that to be true. But what kind of intelligence gathering apparatus does the Capitol Hill Police Department and the agencies in charge of defending the Capitol have? How could they fail so miserably? We're 20 years after 9/11, right? Yesterday, they could have blown the building up. They could have killed us all. They could have destroyed the government. People coming through the windows had backpacks as big as my desk on the Senate. They should have been challenged. Warning shots should have been fired and lethal force should have been used once they penetrated the seat of government. Those backpacks could have had bombs, chemical agents, weapons. We dodged a major bullet yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
If this is not a wake-up call, I do not know what is. Is it a money problem? If it is, we'll fix it. Is it a leadership problem? Obviously. Is it an intel failure of the highest proportions? Absolutely. So I will end where I began. There are so many storylines for the last 48 hours. Many of them political. This one has brought us together. Bernie Sanders was as upset with what happened as I was. I was talking with Bernie about how could they come in and take over the Senate. And he said, get them out of there. To his credit, Bernie wanted a forceful response to the domestic terrorist who occupied the House and the Senate.
I wouldn't call them domestic terrorists. If there were domestic terrorists, everybody in that building is dead. Dead! They'd have blew that place up. It was just a bunch of angry Republicans. Well,
angry mob.
About what happened with our election, man. They feel that this election was stolen from President Trump. Like that vote didn't matter. Like y'all took the election from him. Like it was rigged. I wouldn't call them domestic terrorists.
I mean, that's a little strong. That's hyperbole. I mean, I understand they broke through windows.
Yeah.
And there was some damage done.
There was some opportunities there.
I wouldn't call them terrorists. I would call them vandals.
Yeah.
Terrorists, no. I wouldn't call them
actually going there for one thing and one thing only. That's to hurt and maim and kill as many people as possible. That's what for political or religious reasons.
Yeah.
These people pissed off about this election.
Yeah, that's what a terrorist is to,
Yeah, I think that's true.
None of that happened. Nobody,
well,
I mean, I wouldn't call them terrorists.
Yeah, not even, it's like apples and oranges. You can't even compare them. Like,
I don't care about the label.
Somebody that was politically motivated.
But what happened,
happened.
Got what I'm saying?
Like what they was doing over the summer, like BLM.
Yeah.
And all that chaos.
It was angry mob.
It was actually murder in the street.
Terrorists.
It was businesses burned down.
Protesters.
You could actually call them domestic terrorists, but nobody on the left ever said anything about that. People on the right, Trump came out and called them what they really were, but nobody on the left ever did. And now all of a sudden y'all gonna come out and call a bunch of angry people that's upset over our election domestic terrorists. Don't get me wrong. There was some opportunists. There was some bad apples. But to tell everybody, on
Although
TV
I'm
that
very
they're domestic
curious.
terrorists.
And
What would
Biden
happen
say something. Biden was awful damn
if
quiet
the mob
last
was
summer.
mainly
all that damn chaos
minorities?
all over the country.
I'm
I mean,
very
we actually had
curious
people
about
ripping
that.
down history, statues, burning down people's business. Nothing to do with these people that were killed by police officers.
Yeah, police officers injured, people injured and killed in the riots.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lady lost her life, but you don't see nobody stepping up, unarmed. She's just standing there.
Did y'all see the
After
video?
the gunshot was fired, people actually ducked. They did not anticipate someone shooting at them.
Well, it had to be a police officer.
It had to have been, but when they...
Because if it wasn't a police officer and he heard a gunshot, he would have started spraying in there.
Yeah.
So it had to be a police officer.
But if you look at the reaction of that shooting, when the fire, you actually heard the gunfire, people actually ducked.
Yeah.
They didn't anticipate.
Did you see the
anybody
video of the cop
And you know
telling
what's
people to
weird
go
about
in?
me?
Did y'all see that?
Like, when
But before,
I know a lot of y'all
just
said
wanna
y'all
point
think it was
that out. A lady,
Antifa.
an unarmed lady is standing in front of the
They
door.
said
She is
Antifa
shot
started.
and killed, allegedly by a police officer in there. Nobody said anything about her. But when you have another individual that's attacking police officers, that's resisting arrest, that's got a weapon, a knife, a gun, and he's shot, you're storming up and down the streets for him. But you ain't gonna do anything for this poor lady
burning down
to die.
businesses and people getting murdered in the streets.
This lady actually served our country, was in our military for like around 14 years, and she was killed, unarmed. Lady, a woman. Nobody left. You always talking about feminism and protecting women.
Yeah.
Where are you at right now? There's an unarmed woman just standing in front of a door, shot and killed.
That's interesting.
Nobody's talking about that.
Interesting thought.
I mean, the hypocrisy from our media is just, it's just terrible, man. You don't want to call Black Lives Matter Antifa. Terrorists.
Yeah.
But you want to call a bunch of angry Trump supporters about our previous election that they're domestic terrorists.
They were vandals.
Yeah.
I would call them that. I mean,
And the majority of those people is peaceful. And it's suspicious. We see a video of cops.
yeah, he's thinking like, Lindsey Graham says, how did this happen? How could this happen?
Yeah.
Well, there's video of a cop waving them in.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
Okay.
It's not adding up. And
If the cops wanted to keep them out, they would have kept them out.
Yeah.
They wanted this to happen.
That's
what
very
it says about our
interesting.
government? What it says about security at that? Can you blame?
Well,
some
cops got their own
I mean,
views.
Can you
So
actually take some blame for that? It's your incompetence.
Yeah.
It's your detail. How in the hell, when Black Lives Matter, Antifa, try to get in the Capitol building, y'all got the National Guard, but for some odd reason, when you know this protest, stop the steal that's about to occur, there's no National Guard there, and you have cops actually waving people in.
To the Capitol building.
But you just want to, and you want to call them domestic terrorists. This should have never happened.
Yeah, I don't think y'all's lives were ever at risk. In my humble opinion, let me say something.
Yeah.
I think this was a setup. I think y'all's lives were never at risk. Y'all were all back in the room, like you said.
Right.
And y'all kind of knew this was going to happen.
I mean,
the cops are waving them in.
Yeah.
I mean,
this
this
was
is
a
not like
setup.
a damn field trip.
like some
I found
false
it very
flag
suspicious.
stuff.
It's like you said, this is going to bring people together.
Oh, he said that. He said this is actually bringing the House, the Senate, they're bringing them together. Him and Bernie is like getting along now. What did he say about Bernie?
That he wanted to use lethal force. No shit. He's a communist. Of course he wants to use lethal force against our own citizens. Angry people that's angry about this election. He said that. You said it right there on camera that said he wanted to use lethal force. Y'all's lives were never in danger.
Yeah.
That poor lady that was shot and killed, she never threatened anybody.
Yeah.
And for Bernie to say that, and for you to hear him say that,
And
and don't get offended or pissed off,
Yeah.
he wanted to use lethal force?
Yeah. I mean, lethal force
Well, wait
is
a
when
minute.
your life is at risk, and that should never got that far. If
Didn't he
security
say
did
get
their
them out
job.
of here?
You know, when security does their job, it keeps lethal force.
Maybe I gotta hear
from
that
having to be
again. I don't know if that means lethal
Yeah.
force.
That's the
An ounce
whole-
of
I might have to
prevention
hear
is
it
worth a
again.
pound of cure.
Yeah.
Nobody ever discussed using lethal force against Antifa and Black Lives Matter when they're burning down cities.
Yeah.
But Bernie Sanders is going to tell you we should use lethal force.
Well-
and you're not upset about that.
But see, it's different now. Their lives are at risk. See, American citizens, don't call them terrorists, just use tear gas.
Yeah.
But it's when their lives on the risk,
Yeah.
on the tape, on the line,
yeah.
no, lethal force.
That's why I tell y'all, man, we got some, everything on the left is pretty much garbage. But we got some garbage on the right, too. Our government sucks ass. Literally. If y'all actually did what y'all was promised to do, what y'all, when we elected you as officials, if y'all actually perform y'all's job, it's your responsibility to assure the American people there was a fair and honest election. You didn't do that.
Yeah. Now people, it could have been. I don't know. Personally, I don't think so. But if y'all did y'all's job, had hearings and showed the evidence, the media would have did their job, showed the evidence, and then we could have moved forward. So now this was a fair and honest election. But y'all never did that.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's your security detail that allowed those people to come in there. Yeah. Take some responsibility. You call yourselves conservatives. Y'all ain't taking no responsibility for this.
Yeah.
You incompetent. Your security detail, the cops, y'all knew this was coming down and y'all didn't do anything for it. You didn't prepare for it. And like you said, a lot of people could have died. A lot of jihadists, a lot of real domestic terrorists could have actually snuck in and behaved like Trump supporters and blew their place up. And y'all just said it was Trump supporters that did it.
Yeah. Y'all would have. But
there
was something he said that I thought was interesting. Lindsey Graham, he said this whole incident at the Capitol building was bringing everybody together. This brought y'all together?
How is it bringing the American people together?
It brought them together, though.
That's what's most important. I don't care if you're friends with that damn communist Bernie Sanders. You can be friends with him. But the American people is so divided right now because our media, because a major reason is a lot of people on the left calling our president a white supremacist. Y'all just forgot all about the election, all about the crap they pulled for the last 4 years.
Yeah, Republicans are too busy being civil, while on the left, y'all just crazy. You get what you want.
Yeah.
You know, here on the right, we just take a step back, man. You crazy. Just let them have it this time.
Yeah, y'all, and we supposed to be the smart ones. We look like the dumb ones. That's why we lost that damn 2 seats in the Senate, man. Trump came out and said, hey, I'm going to give everybody $2,000. Yeah, $600 is not enough because President Trump realizes this is our responsibility. Yeah. We shut down this economy.
Yeah.
These people are in this position because of us.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
So he says, come out, I'm going to give you $2,000. What does Turtleface come out and say?
Mike McConnell.
No, too much money.
Face.
Conservatives. We believe in
now
the
government. We
don't believe in government spending. What do you mean? This is not no ordinary situation. You close down the economy. People cannot work. And you can't give them money. It's the reason why these people are in this position is because of you.
Because of the government. So now y'all need to at least try to make it right. It's just $2,000 damn measly dollars.
It can't be
this
this
chump
down here.
You damn Republicans can kiss my black ass.
How do y'all think they won in Georgia? Those people in Georgia? What do you think they're voting for?
Face.
The candidates or that $2,000 once they get the power in the Congress?
I'm going to vote for this black guy. He's going to give me $2,000.
He's a
Mr. McConnell, they're a bunch of white supremacists. He only give me $600. I'm going to vote for the black guy.
Yeah, that's how they won.
Yeah.
It's like
you Republicans are a bunch of dumbasses.
It's like, Kevin, I think this stuff, let me say something. I think this stuff runs deep, man. I don't think we realize how deep this stuff goes. Trump, he's for the American people, whether you like him or not, left or right.
Yeah.
He said, $600, you're giving millions, billions to foreign countries.
Just ask Carter Biden. He got millions of it.
Right?
And 10% went to the big guy.
Yeah, so Trump comes up, no, we need to give our citizens $2,000. Goes back to Mike McConnell doesn't even, what's the name, Mike McConnell?
Yeah, Moscow Mitch, man. Cocaine Mitch.
Y'all didn't even want to vote on it. And that's all over Twitter. That's a damn liberal. That's a damn liberal echo chamber, right? So that spreads.
That's why y'all lost those 2 seats in the Senate.
Yeah, that's
because y'all didn't look like y'all was for the American people.
Yeah.
You all about your taking care of, I don't want to spend too much money. After you didn't shut this economy down, people hurt. Or you don't want to give people $2,000.
Yeah. So that's how they won Georgia. It's like, I'm like, this is conspiratorial, but it's like
y'all giving away the damn country.
Like y'all wanted Trump not in there. Like y'all want to lose power.
Like I know people don't like Trump because he's not a politician. He's not one of you. Y'all turn on him like that. I mean, from the moment he got in the White House, man, they was after him. And then when things gets tough, y'all just turn your back on him.
Yeah. Not the Democrats. When things get tough, they burn shit up.
Not us.
They hold hands. They stand together.
Yeah, not the Republicans, man. Not the Republicans. I mean, what more can you say? They got the presidency. They got the House.
Got the White House. They got the House. They got the Senate.
They can do whatever. They can pretty much do whatever they want. They even talking about impeaching. President Trump said he orchestrated all this shit. When your cops is waving them in, when you need to have National Guard there, when you was using all this hyperbole, both on the left and the right, it's Trump's fault. Now you want to impeach him.
Well, I think that's Pelosi's idea, ain't it?
It's the Democrats.
It's crazy. Every time I see Pelosi talking, she's wearing that mask.
Her hands, man.
Right? She's wearing that mask, but when she gets her hair done, she takes the mask off. I mean, nobody's around you in your press conferences, Nancy. Yeah. There's nobody within 6, 7, 10 feet of you, but when you go get your hair done, you ain't got no mask on. You know what that's called? That's called virtue signaling. It's called hypocrisy.
And what's up with all this damn hand action you got going? Like you throwing up gang signs. Like you throwing up signs to people.
Yeah, we got her.
Yeah. That looks weird. What's up with your hand?
I think she doesn't realize it. Like people, when you talk to your hands, she just do it like this. She's like,
yeah. Ghetto people talk like that. Ghetto people use that.
Where's my $2,000?
Hey, say something else. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Crazy people talk with their hands. You are crazy.
They're crazy people talk with their hands. I guess I'm crazy.
She is crazy. How the hell you gonna go to her salon, get your hair done, you don't take your mask off, you got everybody locked up in the house, you in there, walk around, not social distancing, ain't got a mask on, getting your hair did. Shut down the hair salons, then show up and say it was a setup. That's what she said. She said she was set up. Yeah. They called her to come to the hair salon.
You planned that. You shut that businesses down. They got a call. Oh, okay. I could use the money. Go ahead and come in.
Hey, don't get me wrong, man. I'm a big-time cryptocurrency investor. Got a lot of money tied up in Bitcoin. These Democrats ready printing money? Oh, man, Bitcoin gonna go to the moon. But you know what? Everybody out there, I know you pissed off Trump is not gonna be our president for the next 4 years, but you still hold your own destiny.
Yeah, because we still live in the best country on this planet.
Yeah.
Even though the Democrats currently got all the power, you still hold your fate in your hands.
People say that all the time.
Overnight, the government, they holding me down. No, we never relied on our government. So Joe Biden made an office and they taking those 2 Senate seats.
Like I literally don't know that.
It's not going to stop you from achieving the American dream. Not one bit.
Take advantage of it. They're going to start printing a bunch of money.
Yeah.
These stimulus checks are going to start just take that money. Take good advantage of it, but
because they're gonna spend a lot of money. Take that money. A lot of you people gonna need that money. Some of us not though. But hey, they
like to read up on other countries' governments and
be something
stuff
they
and
start
see
stimulus checks out.
If we really are.
For Trump, you was disqualified.
The quality of living and all that other stuff and the violence. And
the way things are going.
Seems we truly are the greatest country.
I'll give yourself. You voted for Trump. I got the records. What? How the hell did you know that?
Yeah.
No stimulus for you.
That's kind of crazy, man. I didn't know Lindsey Graham was cool with Bernie.
How can you be cool with a communist?
How can you be cool with a man that says, let's use lethal force against unarmed people, just angry about the election? But you didn't say that, Bernie, when you had people actually being murdered in the streets, people getting their businesses.
If that is true,
away from them. Police stations were burned.
Bernie
People lost
said
everything.
Use lethal
and
force.
you said it was peaceful protesting, but you want to shoot people. Because you felt your life was at risk.
Yeah.
Elites. You tell on yourself, man. The more they talk, they tell on themselves.
Yeah.
All of them are scumbags. Majority of them are.
Yeah. But anyway,
it's not going to stop me from working hard, making good decisions, still living the American dream. You can too. Yeah. Damn, sure. Yeah. Good on.
All right, so like I said, even after watching this, if you watched my video about Trump's message, I see some wild times coming, man. I do. Sound like all the wind's out of their sails. They got their concerns about the Democrats being in office now. My whole thing is I don't trust politicians, man. I don't. And I got my concerns. I really do. I got my concerns. So I'm gonna do everything I can to protect myself, y'all. Do the same. You know what I mean? Check your incomes, all that stuff. And stay as protected as possible. Man, well, he made some good points. They did make some good points about certain things. And it's funny how people play the word game in the media and stuff like that. And, people sometimes are thugs, or they're mentally ill, or they're demonstrators, protesters, angry mob, terrorists. You know what I mean? It's funny how people, you know what I mean, to convey a particular narrative, an idea in your head. They use specific words to, and I don't know. You tell me if Trump did incite it. I don't know if he did start these mob, this type of protest. Send me the clip of where he did, So let me know. But anyway, I'll never say this, but I hope God does bless America, because anything we need here right now. 10 million subscribers. And follow the HodgeTwins. Woo!